Hello, my friend. Welcome back to Mental Bloom Podcast. I'm your host, Brittany Clarkson. I am so glad to have you here. Okay, reeling in my excitement so I can focus on what I need to say today. All right, today we're back in the swing of things. We are back to school. We're doing stuff. All right, summer break is over. No more totally unstructured days. We are schooling the kids. We are getting real about our dreams and our goals. And it's like a new year, really. Like, this is a fresh start. And I really love this energy and I love this season. It is so very exciting, so very fun, so very overwhelming at the same time. If your house feels like, oh crap, we just started so many things and now I cannot keep up on the basic needs of the house. I got you. I feel you. We just started like our first official homeschool today as I'm recording this. Which I'm actually recording this right before Labor Day. But yeah, we just started that and my home is in total, like, it's a mess. I just came off my period too, by the way. So yeah, I took a couple days to not do anything and just, did the bare minimum, like barely what I really needed to be doing, and vegged out on Netflix, snuggled the kids, watched a lot of Disney movies. I took care of myself the way I needed to take care of me. That being said, the home got messy. Dishes got behind. Like, I don't know. We're in a place, like, we moved into the new house and I feel like it has a smaller dishwasher. It seems like it's normal size. It felt like I could fit a lot of dishes in it, but I'm discovering slowly that I have to run 2 loads a day in order to keep up. And I used to run my other dishwasher like every other day, and I was able to at least almost catch up, be caught up all the time. So I don't know. And I've also fallen out of the habit of doing laundry every single day. So now I'm doing a mountain of laundry. Today's my wash and dry day. Tomorrow night I might fold, or the next day. We're relearning rhythms around here, and now it's back to school and things can feel so chaotic, and I get it. Like, nothing is perfect anywhere. I really hope that no one ever looks at me and thinks, she's got all this knowledge, she knows exactly what to do, she's my go-to for all this stuff. But I hope you never get the idea that my life is perfect and that I have my whole life together. Okay, I've never gotten my whole life together. What I did and what I teach is that I stopped falling apart at every minor inconvenience. All right, this is about making things simple that don't need to be overly complicated. This is about becoming mentally strong so that when you get behind on dishes, you don't, make it mean something about you. You don't have to go into a mental tailspin. You don't have to spiral out of control just because you didn't keep up on the kitchen. Like, that's not the top priority in life. That's not the sole thing that defines your success as a wife and mother and woman. And, there's just so many ways to spend your time. It's okay if you did not spend all of your time perfectly cleaning your home. That being said, if your home is like mine and it's in chaos, here is how I get back from that. Sometimes my home needs a reset. And it feels super overwhelming when you think, like, oh my gosh, there's a million things that need to be done in my house. Don't think that way. Okay. We're just going to do simple 3-step reset. And you can do it room by room, or you can do it level by level. You can do it whole house to whole house. Depends how much time you're going to give in one chunk. All right. Because the deal is to get done with it. You got to do it from start to finish. So if you're not going to spend all day doing it, don't commit to the whole house. All right. Do it one room at a time if you have to, but it is a 3-sweep method. And this removes all of the anxiety and the stress and the overthinking and the overwhelm for me, so that I can actually get to a place where my home is not in complete chaos. Okay. Because it's never going to be 100% totally clean unless I pay people to come in and help me do it. Just because I don't have the attention span to fully clean my house. We moved into a bigger house too, and I do not have the attention span to keep everything totally, dust free, every corner and every surface. I can't do it. I'm not going to try. That's not good for my mental health to try to keep everything 100% clean. It's good for my mental health to keep surfaces clear. It's good for my mental health to do these resets that just make the room feel livable, you know? My home is lived in, and that feels good. Getting to a place where lived in, what your standard is, your normal is, to have that feel good, that is the goal, right? All right. So let's get into this. All right. First of all, your room, your home. Your home has a role in your life, and as you have in its. And you're not spending X amount of dollars per month for another series of tasks on your to-do list. You're making payments towards another source of stress, are you? No. You moved into the home you're in with a purpose in mind, and that's to have a safe, secure place to find comfort, sanctuary, and to find your and like to grow your family. But sometimes that mess gets out of your priorities get out of sync. The mess gets out of hand. It's okay. All right. So let's find a quick and painless way to fix that so that you can get back to growing more and living the life that you love, right? Okay. You can tell that I was reading a script there. That was the intro I wanted to read. I got ahead of myself and backed up, and it's unperfect. This is imperfection. I said what I said. Okay, your room reset method. Let me tell you how to do that. Number one, in the room reset method, what you're going to do, grab a trash bag or your trash can if it's light and easy to carry. You're going to go around, you're just going to collect all the trash. Okay? You got kids like mine, there's probably cheese wrappers, granola bar wrappers, handfuls of crackers. You're just going to collect all the trash, broken McDonald's toys, toss them. This is why I don't expect my kids to help me with this, so I can throw away the broken McDonald's toys I know that they do not love and do not care about until they see it in the trash. Anyways, don't throw away your kids' toys without their permission. That's rude. I can't advocate for that, even though I've done it. Anyways, go through, collect all the trash, you know, all the papers, all the scraps, everything's broken, everything that, just pick up all the trash, dead plants, toss them. All right, go through, empty the trash cans into the trash bag, and you're just gonna take all that trash and you're gonna go put it out in your bin. It's gone. Get rid of it. That's wave one. All right, and if you're doing the whole house, go through and get your bathroom garbage is emptied. Maybe it's a good time to dump the cat box. Usually I get distracted at this point and I just dump the cat box and go from there. So sweep one in your room reset is trash. Get the trash out. That's so easy to do, right? Check everywhere, check the couch cushions, do what you got to do. All right, step number two, you're going to remove what does not belong in that room. This is best done with an empty laundry basket, or oftentimes I use an empty diaper box because those are always sticking around, or an empty Amazon box. And you go through and collect the things that don't belong here and go put those in the room that they do belong in. Okay, bonus points if you can put them actually away. One thing that I have is baskets all around the house, kind of. So I have like a basket in the living room that is all the things that don't belong in that room typically. But if I'm collecting something from another room and I don't know exactly where it's going to go, I'll dump it in that, and it's a get to it later kind of basket. But it rounds it all up into one place where it's out the way. My kids each have a dollar store laundry basket in their room. And when I find their stuff around the house, or when they find each other's stuff around the house, the rule is you put it in that basket. And then they are then responsible for putting it wherever it belongs in their room or taking care of it. So a lot of times I do this with, socks I know the kids wore for 5 minutes and then took off. It just goes in the basket. They can pull it out and wear it again later. If it's dirty, it goes in the hamper, obviously. Yeah. So yeah, that's how we do that. All right. And then, you have remainder things in the box. And if they don't belong anywhere, that becomes your donations box, and you go put it by the front door. And if somebody in your house wants to keep it, they can pull it out and put it where it belongs. Otherwise, donations, it's gone. Easy peasy, right? That's 2 sweeps already. You've got the garbage and you've got what doesn't belong in this room. Okay? A lot of times what doesn't belong in this room, there's like a subcategory there, and it's dishes. Take them to the kitchen sink. When I'm cleaning up my kitchen and I'm doing these sweeps, I do all the trash out, and then I'll round up all the dishes and put them over in the sink or beside the sink so that they're not all across the room. This way I can have like my kitchen island cleared, even though I didn't actually do those dishes yet. because typically I have to unload the dishwasher before I can load it, but we haven't gotten to that point yet. Okay, third sweep is to actually clear your surfaces and give them a wipe down. All right, this is where you've put things where they actually belong. All the trash is out of the way. Anything left in that room should belong in that room, right? So organize it, put it away. This is where you'd go back to the basket of things that came into this room and put those away where they belong, give things a good wipe down, a light dusting maybe. Usually I will always follow this up with a vacuuming or at least running my Roomba. It's not a Roomba, it's a shark, but her name is Roomy. So I will run my Roomy, or I will vacuum, or we'll do it together, teamwork, tag team it. She'll take one room and I'll take another, and we will get it vacuumed because we've just cleaned up the floor. Great opportunity to vacuum. So we take that one. That is, a bonus step to vacuum, or count your floors as a surface. And, vacuuming counts as wiping it down basically. But that right there, that's how you clean a room without getting overwhelmed by there's so many things to do, right? You do the trash, you remove what doesn't belong, clear your surfaces. The room's gonna feel really, really good. This is how we reset it. Everything feels good after a room reset in our house. And it is so rewarding. So rewarding, so accomplished. Like it's a feeling of accomplishment. And it helps, it makes it one of those impacts where you can actually see the work you've done instead of running all around your house like a chicken with your head cut off and not finishing anything. And you feel like, oh my gosh, I've been working all day, but I have nothing to show for it. It avoids that. Room resets sounds super simple, sounds super stupid, sounds too easy. Try it. It has changed the way I show up in my home. And when I say I'm going to go clean a room, I will do anything to distract myself from it. I don't want to do it. But if I say I'm going to go reset this room, that's a task. I can do that. That is simple. That is straightforward. I know how I'm going to do it every single time because I do it the same every single time. Trash. What doesn't belong? Surfaces. And I know that I'm going to make a visible impact on the room. The room is then going to be usable. I almost always follow this up with some kind of family activity because it's like, oh, the room is clean. It feels good to be in here. Guys want to play a board game. Guys want to watch a movie. Let's do something together. Let's have a dance party now that the floor is cleaned and we're not going to break our ankle. Like, let's do it. It changes the way I show up in motherhood. It changes the way I show up as a wife. It changes the way I feel in my own home. It's worth it. Give it a try. If you have your own reset method, I would love to hear about it too. I really would. Go ahead and reach out, hello@mintobloom.com, or you can leave it in the get in touch link at the bottom of the show description. I would love to be in touch. Yeah. Thanks for being here. I love you, friend.